Okay. Hey y'all. I'm out walking my dog, of course. So, happy New Year. Even though this is the last day of the year, but I just want to wish y'all a happy New Year because I'm quite certain that on New Year's Day I'm probably not going to be on live. Excuse me. There are a lot of people who are going to be on live on the New Year, but I'm quite certain that I'm not. I'm going to try to relax. I have still some stuff to do at the end of the year to get me ready for March. And so, yeah, and I know some of y'all like March. Yes, March. Okay, because this year for me is going to be very boom, 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 boom. And if I don't stay on target, y'all, it'll be some trouble. So, um, and every day counts, even if it seems like it's sucking. Every single day counts. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. Just hanging in there at this moment. Um, so today, since it's the last day of the year, I want to, y'all, I really like this monument, even though I think it's kind of weird a little bit, but still like that monument on our thing. But I just wanted to talk about staying the course and not getting distracted, okay? Because I really do believe that since 2023 was kind of a fast year in the last half of it, the last what the third and the fourth quarter, I truly believe that after the first quarter this time, I really do believe this. Um, a- After the first quarter, we're gonna see a lot of significant changes. We're gonna see a lot of significant changes, and if you are not at the spot, the attacks that I've been fighting for the most part is delay. It's no more of trying to kill it. You know, it's almost like I already know that you can't destroy from me as long as I have it, the goals and the things. And I'm looking at other people, um, and a lot of people are coming to that self actualization part of okay, excuse me. There are certain things that I'm assigned to do. There are certain things that are in me that people can try to steal or try to shift. But once I tap into my authentic self and I go into myself, it's there. It will shut everything down, you know? And so I'm seeing a lot of people just get more open to seeing the talents and the gifts that they have inside of them that our creator God has given them, and they're just like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And so now they have more courage to get up and go, right? And so with that, then they start seeing all the tactics come by, like the spirit of delay or anti-progress. They're trying to do something and they have blockages. Say for instance, they got a new job, right? Then that car breaks down and something, now they have to go and catch the bus. So now they got to take 2 hours to get there, so now they prepared themselves for that extra 2 hours. Then something else comes up, and it's one on top of the other, but they're still moving. They're still moving, they're achieving it, and they're moving around, but the things are still like, compiling on them. Or, or they waited. I've seen a lot of people who have been in this mode too. They've been positioning themselves to get ready because they haven't seen anything. They feel like they've been stuck. Hey, y'all. Morning. Happy New Year if I don't see y'all. And so it'll seem like, they know that something is coming. They're trying to, hold on, keep faith. And they know something is coming, but they might not, have anything. They might not have, like, the things that they want. So they're preparing for it, right? And once they get, they're preparing for it. And then they end up getting an offer, something that they can at least, or something they can put their feet in. It's like, it feels as if they really can't push forward, or they have to have some extra humps in it, some extra challenges. And so this is why I am recording it and telling you to stay the course, okay? Because it's something that spiritually happens when you stand. People think like just standing is, oh, you just pray about it. Standing is not only just praying about it's not only praying about it, but it's action. Faith without works is dead. So now you got to present yourself, show up every single day. Okay, let me tell y'all. When I first started my organization, well, my group, okay? Because a group is an organization, it's an organism. And I said, okay, I volunteer and I work for shelters, and not only that, I travel because I started out volunteering, y'all. And even when I started working for one, I was volunteering for another. So it was always giving, giving, giving. All right. I've known that God has assigned me to be a giver. So I'm a conduit. I have to push things out. Okay. Things are given to me, but I also have to give. And I love to give. So, but anyhow, hold on. Hold on, Lulu. Hold on. Hold on, girl. And so, oh Lord. And so, yeah. So yeah, y'all. So I got into that. But anyhow, as I was doing my organization, people laughed at me. A lot of people didn't think that it was gonna work. And I'm like, okay, it's a need. I knew doggone well, because after the years, for one, being homeless, to two, volunteering at homeless shelters, speaking at homeless shelters, working at homeless shelters, building programs for homeless shelters, I've seen the need, okay? And I started from the bottom, y'all. I was working with women, men. I worked in all different sectors: the elderly, the geriatrics, the disabilities department. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of people, you think that they're in homes already. That's not the case. That's not the case. And so, yeah. So, I saw that and I said, okay, the main thing these people need, people always talk about that, but socks, undergarments, they need the pillows. Come on. Girl, she just had to do socks, undergarments, pillows. Come on, we're not going that way because you're doing the most. Been done jumped in that water again. Then I'm not about to wait 5 minutes for you to swim. Now, what if a beaver come and get you? Then he gonna get you. Hey. But anyhow, yes, I knew what they needed. And I went in that attention and went that way, okay? I had other corporations take the ideas. What do you think that they need? Not even knowing that I was already doing it, And there was some people like, okay, yeah. There was even some ministries that I worked for would say, okay, we're not going to take your donation. We're going to take somebody else's donation. Not even knowing that their donation came from me. Not even knowing their donation came from me. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to wipe my phone because it's raining. But it was all good. I knew it was something that God had put on my heart. And I was supposed to do it. So I didn't worry about it. I just did it. And it ended up blossoming for me. I helped the ones that wanted to be helped when I had an opportunity to do it. You know what I'm saying? And people started coming along. The right people started coming along. Yeah, was they people who thought I wasn't nothing? Yes. Was it people who thought I wasn't going to succeed? Yes. Was it people who said I didn't know nothing about what I was talking about, even though I went through it, even though I had family members who worked programs like this in a more crisis environment than this? Yes. Knowing I could run circles around a lot of these people. Because I don't look like where I be. All right. So anyhow, well, you know what this head looking like where it's being, right? Okay. But that's all right, y'all. Y'all know this is walking. So, anyhow, I was like, I'm not going to let anything stop me. And to this day, this is year 3, about to go on year 4. Guess what? I not only service Fort Wayne, I service Mishawaka, South Bend, Michigan City, Gary. I'm everywhere. Where else? Peru. So what you see what I'm saying? Y'all, you have to be consistent. Be steady. Be steady. Yeah, it's gonna look like doom and gloom at first, but I promise you, if you keep going, them results gonna show up and they're gonna have to shut up or sit down. And they probably have to do both. But most people are cowards, so they gonna try to jump in. Them same people who was dogging you and say you can't, they gotta jump in. Or they try to see if you strong enough to yeah. Don't worry about it. Stay the course. Stay the course, y'all. Another thing this year has shown me, because I told you I was trying to my best. I always be trying to pull people into the direction that I feel that they should go. And that's control. You should do, even if it is to help them. People got a choice. Everybody has a choice. Come on. Everybody has a choice. So allow people to be who they are. If they want to do some things that you are not comfortable with, allow them to do it without you. Okay? Allow them to do it without you. Okay? Because you don't want them to distract you from where you're trying to go. That's the main thing that I was trying to do a whole entire year this year. Making sure that I needed to do what I needed to do and not to let other people distract me. Because I've seen, sorry y'all, my dog is doing all these little tricks. I've seen how people react, and when they see you doing something different, it sends a shock to them. And you're intentional, especially if you're intentional when you're going about it. Okay? If they don't depart from you and they're not going in the same direction, they don't give you space and let you have some time to do what you need to do, it's going to be destruction. It's going to lead to chaos. So allow those people to leave, okay? Allow them to go. Allow them to go. And so, yeah. What else? Try to rectify as many situations as you possibly can. Try to rectify as many situations as you can. This whole year, that was another thing I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to just leave things where they were. I was trying to rectify as many situations as I possibly could. You know why? Because I want to come out with a clean slate. Not going to be perfect. Not going to be perfect, but you know how offenses feel to you when people do things to you that you feel offensive. So, going down that road, that rabbit hole, and not being generic with it. If you really offended somebody, and for the most part, unless they've been very silent about it, and they really haven't said anything. Not if you just ignored it and you kept doing something that they already told you and they got silent. That's different. But if they expressed it and you see it, make amends. Even if you don't want to talk to the person, even if you don't want them to be in your life, make amends. Make amends with it, because you want to have, I know for me, I want to have the best come for me. I want the best outlook for me. So that means if I go and I repent to somebody that I've offended, whether they accept it or not, they're entitled to accept it or not, okay? But I've done my part. I've authentically done my part. So now I'm standing on the principles of God. You was not eating that apple. Thought I didn't see that. Girl, she's so slick. That means I'm on the principles. I'm following the principles of God. So that means, if this person, say for instance, they even say, no, I don't want to have anything to do, I don't accept your apology, whatever, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Okay. Now you know where that person's head is. You can stay away from them, because you're probably going to stay away from them anyway. And you can go on about your life. You have no emptiness, none of that. None of that. Okay? And so the next time, when it's time for when it's the next season or the next phase, and it's time for you to get into your next phase, your next journey in life. Okay? your next phase and your next journey in life, that when something like this happens, now God can step in the midst of it. See what I'm saying? Now you really covered. Now you're really covered. Okay? Now you are really covered. Okay? So it's gonna close a lot of stuff. It's gonna close a lot of those little tiptoes, a lot of that, all that extra stuff. It's gonna close a lot of it. It's gonna close it. Okay? Um, and even if they lie and say, "Oh no, you haven't offended me," and they really have offense in their heart, they ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing. Nothing. Okay? Go on about your life. Live your life. Go on about your life. Live your life. Okay? That's gonna set you free. Not them. It's setting you. You. You free, homie. So that you can get all your blessings. You can get all your blessings and won't have any guilt. Because a lot of people, you're gonna be surprised. A lot of people go when you start getting on your stuff because you're going the right way. And God start blessing you. You don't want nobody guilt tripping you. Anything like that. Because let me tell you, people will try to do that. They'll try to do that. You know, if you don't say sorry, yeah, you owe them an apology. If you really, hurt somebody or you offended them, you owe them an apology. Okay? Sometimes people won't get it. But if they know that you have a kind heart and you're really trying to mend things and they don't say they don't take the time to forgive you or they really don't forgive you, they'll try to hold it over your head after you don't apologize and they say, okay, I forgive you. So when you start having your come up, you start having your blessings, they feel like they entitled to it. This gonna set you free. This is gonna set you free. Okay? What else? I told y'all how I showed y'all how God was having me return stuff that was in my house that people was like giving, and I didn't even think of that on that level. Well, not on that kind of level with those people, but how God started revealing things to me, and people's intent for me. Yeah, I even had I'm gonna tell y'all about this incident that I just had recently, yesterday, because, and this is why I'm saying do all this stuff so you won't go back, because I was having moments of going back. People don't tell you about the moments about you been in something that was very toxic or something that was supposed to carry you when you was younger and you haven't dropped it, okay? And so I have a relative, we just started getting back on a mending basis, like on a calm basis, but when I was younger, this person was it was ridiculous. Okay, I think I told the story about the lunch thing. Had a lunch, our daily lunch was $1.25. This person would give me $1. And this would make me get up and start working. Yeah, this would make me start working at a young age, like, okay. And so, it was a little weird, I don't really. Okay, anyhow, let me go this way, y'all. This dude was by my door, and I don't understand why he was by my door. He in the back. He on the other side in the back. It's just weird. He should be even going through the back. I get it. I don't get it. But anyhow, I'm going to keep going on this story. So we started having, come on. Where you going? What? No? No? She like, Girl, we was about to turn around if you would have said no. Sure. Try to listen to my dog with that, certain places. But my fingers was cold, y'all. But anyhow, so I started having these, like, we started mending back again, especially since we were close, distance-wise. So I was like, I would go and see this family member. Because, you have times of, like, feeling weak. And it was, like, years I hadn't seen, a good minute. And things were okay. I would ask for their advice, for their expertise and things. And I began to notice that this person, and this is not something that I just noticed, because this is also with other family members said the same thing. This person will not come and visit you. They will not come and visit you. But they want you to come to visit them. And it's like, okay, well, and I could see if it was just a different, they didn't want to go into, what is it, toxic or unhealthy environments. I could see that. But a lot of us are in safer environments, and they're still this way. And so, and not only that, a lot of us are doing a little bit better than that person who used to do, because come on, used to be the it. And so, yeah, it didn't, y'all, it just bottled me. It mind bottled me. And so this person was like, oh, well, I want to come. I'll come to your area and come and visit you because I want to go see the stores. Now, most of them, if I have somebody to visit that's part of my family, that's what they're coming for. They coming from some kind of store, some kind of food thing. They'll say they're visiting you, but they really going for that place. Okay, they're not coming to visit you, which for me is okay. Because you're not gonna be here all day, every day. I'm not seeing that. Just a little in and out, cool. Okay, and so I went and I was like talking to them, and I'm like, hey, I didn't tell them the projects that I was on. I just said I had a new thing, something that I wanted to show, can you come around this time, blah, blah, blah. I'm not coming to visit you. And they was just so angry, as if I felt like I was supposed to be, like, how dare I ask for some kind of support? And I'm like, like, okay, but you want me to support you, your small family, come, any engagement y'all have, that's what you expecting. Oh, they don't come. Well, no, nobody's going to do that. Like, you're not invested in me. I'm not invested in you. Okay. And so this is what I'm going to tell y'all about this. Okay. God put you out of those situations for a reason. That gave me the clues right there. That gave me all the information that I needed. God gave me. Saved me. God saved me from that. Make sure I don't go back. Make sure I don't go back. There's nothing that I need from these people, And now that I look at it, what was I doing? Trying to seek some kind of validation. Like, hey, maybe one day we can, get back. We can get to what is considered normal. What is considered normal? Because I see that most people don't have that. And a lot of people pretend it's an illusion. But it's some kind of normalcy. But guess what? That's not the case, y'all. It's not the case. So, oh yeah, I just really want to take this off. So keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't stop. Allow them people to be where they at. If they not supporting, they not coming. Oh, I'm not coming. They feel, how dare you? They got that kind of attitude. Okay, don't get mad. Step back. Step back and let God watch. Let God work on you and let God send those people, the right people that's supposed to come for you. That's supposed to come, okay? Allow that to happen, You might just have to be by yourself for a little bit. That's okay. That is okay. All right? But allow that to happen. Allow it to happen. Okay? Allow it to happen and allow it to process. Okay? During this time, I've seen so much strength that I really had that people would say that I didn't have. I always felt like I had it. And I was just trying to use logic. Like, if I'm this and I'm this bad, or I can't do this, then I need to get away and try to work on it and do that. And then once I do, I start acknowledging and seeing that I was doing it all the time. I just wasn't doing it as intensive as a lot of the people that were around me. And on top of that, the people around me saw that I was doing it to an extent. And that's why they were coming after me. So, oh Lord. Yeah, I'm trying to sit down before I start finishing making all this stuff. And so, yeah, that's what I got. That's what I was on. So don't worry. Do not allow those people to come back in. I had another relative that, I'm like, okay, they come in, blah, blah, this. Let me tell you, most of the time they sat in the parking lot talking on the phone in the heat. would rather come into my house. My house was clean. I got a really nice place. Like, it's not low, no, $1 million palace, but it definitely is not a shack. It's not even that, super average. It's just like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else in the house, and they like, well, so um don't worry about it. It might hurt. And the only reason that I started looking at it, I was like, why is it hurting now? Because I knew that from the beginning. Because I let my guard down and I opened that door back in thinking that it was going to be some possibility of reconciliation or something, people grown. Just because you grown does not mean that they've grown. It does not mean by any standard. The only thing that's changed is that you've grown and they've noticed. That's it. You've grown and they have noticed. Okay? And so don't go fishing back. Don't go fishing back. Okay? Yeah, because some of these people, if they can't, like I said, they see you growing, they gotta gossip about you now. In a different way. If they can't gossip about you and people saying, oh no, they doing good. Now they're gonna try to find a way to try to set you up in some stuff so they can say, see, I told you this. See, I told you that. Nope. So allow those people. God has made this happen. All of this stuff that's been happening in my life has happened for a reason. I am allowing those people, allowing that toxic behavior and getting better myself, allowing that stuff to remove out of my life so that the good and the right and the people who are intentional for me will come in. Okay? Don't even worry about where it's coming from. None of that. God will supply it. Me getting training about homelessness on a whole different spectrum, it did not come from somebody that I knew. It came from a total stranger. And this woman loved me as if I was her own. So, no. Okay? And I've had that time and time and time and time again. And so, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah, so allow them to move on. Okay. All family is not good family. And all family is not good family. Not to say everybody is horrible and toxic. And everybody thinks that you still should be okay with people if they don't abuse you physically. Okay? If they got a lot of toxic habits, those toxic habits is abuse. Especially when you get to a certain age and you know the difference. And they're not trying. And even if they're not intentional on being it, they just in the same cycle. That's just like you knowing somebody is medically insane and all they do is run over people. If you go on this side of the sidewalk. Are you gonna go on this side of the sidewalk when you see that person? No. You gonna go on this side of the sidewalk or not go indoors. You gonna let that person pass. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. And like I said, that goes hand in hand with allowing people to be who and what they want to be. If they partying every single day and that's not your lifestyle anymore, allow them people to be there. You don't have to judge them, because when you tell them, oh, maybe you could be doing this to get something better and using your funds to do this to end up, they're not going to believe you. The only way that they're going to believe you is when you show them. When you show them by your actions, and that's going to show a disruption. Either they're going to be like, you know what, I got to do with you, then they'll take a notice. But if you try to tell them then you a hater, you evil, you send an evil curse to it, they gonna think that you all kind of stuff. Okay? So allow people to be them and don't try to drag nobody during your process. Okay? They chose their decisions just like you chose yours. Everybody has a choice. I really didn't believe that. I just like, okay, well, this is my choice because I chose, something was chose for me and I accepted it. I just thought, okay, well, maybe you didn't have a choice. But everybody, and I mean everybody, has a choice, okay? Notice there are people who are in the same situations and do different things. Why is that? Because they chose something else. Same scenario, same situation, but they chose to do something else. Okay? So yeah, allowing them to go. Okay? Allowing them to go, because I can tell you this. When you are coming for an upgrade, and when I say an upgrade, everybody thinks that you're gonna have a whole bunch of financial blessings. My first upgrade was never that. My first upgrade was in the mind. When my mindset changed and my habits started following it, then and only then was when I started feeling relieved. I started feeling relieved because I knew it was a way of escape. I started feeling okay, like, you was able to release some people. When you don't have a change in mindset, you feel like, oh, you in fear. You in fear mode. And that's not where you should be at any time. That's not where you should be. Okay. And so yeah. Allow them to release. Allow them to go where they at. Be okay with releasing people too. Okay? All right. Like I said, with that situation, that person was like, almost like, how dare you? I ain't coming. Even though they had a lot of time to come. So it really wasn't an excuse. They weren't going to do anything. They just refused. I refuse, but I can go this way. I can go that way. And I want y'all to understand this. I know people are like, well, they made their choice. I just want you to understand and see when things start going good for you, because these will be the same people who are going to make time for you. These are going to be the same people that are going to make time for you when you start elevating, when you start leveling up. The times that they didn't have time to visit you, they didn't have time for this, they couldn't have no money for this, but they can go travel across the world for other people. When you was traveling, they could get on for free. I had family members who were like that. Like, I used to fly, and they used to be on my benefits. And I'm not flying, I'm not doing that, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, let me tell y'all, as soon as I stopped flying, all of a sudden they love to fly. They flying with everybody. They doing this. They doing that. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's so crazy. Not only that, they finding cash. If that person ain't got enough, they finding ways to get it. See what I'm saying? And so you'll be looking at you like yourself, like, what's so wrong with me? If that was the case, what's so wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. They just chose not to do it. They thought that you wasn't important enough. Okay? Think of it like that. It might sound harsh, but it really is. But in reality, what you need to realize is it doesn't matter, because the right people will be there. The right people will be there. Okay? All right? And so that's what I had to learn. That's what I had to get to. And every time I understand that, I end up succeeding. Most of the times I've succeeded is not with people that I was accustomed to, or people who was accustomed to me. It was always usually strangers. Lou, you need some water? It was usually strangers. So allow those people, like I said, allow those people to be where they're at. It's going to be a new year. You want some new stuff coming in anyway. And I will tell y'all this. Y'all, if y'all don't believe God is real, bruh, I don't know what to tell y'all right now. Come on, girl. I should have got this from your pup sink, but whatever. You can have some faucet water. I hope she drink it, because sometimes she don't drink the faucet water. It's so weird. Uh-oh. She might not, y'all. Look, y'all. Where she at? She looking at me like, okay, let's see. Okay. She drinking. Okay. All right. Maybe she thought I was going to give her something else. But yeah, allow them to be, some people to be where they're at. But like I said, it's a new year. God is bringing stuff full circle. And y'all notice, if y'all, like I was talking about believing in God, if y'all don't believe in God, I don't know what. Y'all, this year is going to be something, because it's almost like everything is being whoop, whoop, flipped around. It was going for a good minute. Like, God, is this going to happen? Is this going to come to pass? You just praying, God, you see all this crazy stuff people doing, all this lying, all this lie for lying. People just lying on the internet. I got this, blah, 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 blah. And you looking like, wait a minute. Okay. That don't even sound logic on dealing with business, dealing with certain issues. That just don't sound right. Come on. But yeah, now you seeing stuff is changing. Stuff is switching up. You start seeing stuff. Because everything is getting revealed. Everything is getting revealed. Okay? Everything. So it almost gave me a don't get tired and well doing. Don't get weary and well doing. You will reap a harvest if you faint not. That's that kind of feeling. Cause I promise you, all that other stuff just boop 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 falling on down. So I'm really anticipating seeing 2024, because this gonna be the year of miracles. And y'all know I'm a child of miracles, so I'm down for it. I'm down for it. When I say I'm down for it, y'all have no idea how down I am for this. Okay? Y'all know, if y'all got that if that's y'all gift, the miracles, y'all know what that is. Y'all know what time it is, It's almost like you ignite during in times like this, because it's like the times of the impossible. And when you a person of miracles, that means there's stuff that happens to you that goes overboard. Like, it's no possible way anybody can say that you did it, because it's something that supersedes your own, not only your expectations, your competence, your mental competence. Everything around you say it should be no, 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 and it's gonna be yes, 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 yes. Then they're gonna say, all right, God did that thing. You be like, yep, yep, I told you, like that. But anywho, let me calm down, because y'all just watch. Don't. Y'all can disbelieve. I don't. At this point in my life, I don't care. I know the gifts that God gave me. My thing is healing. That's why I deal with missionaries and miracles. Okay. There's been many times I should have been dead. Okay. Plenty, y'all, plenty. And some people try to take me out, y'all, but it don't happen that way. It don't happen that way, okay? And why? Because God begin that thing, and he turns that thing around. And that's how you know you have miracles. But I ain't going to go too deep in the deal with miracles and stuff. But anywho, yeah, for y'all, I'm telling y'all, especially people who have been going through, and I mean going through. Some people been going through for years. Some people been going through decades, okay? And y'all thinking like, God, when is this gonna happen? I just been still trying to stay the course. People been talking about you leaving. They'll leave you for dead. Leave you for dead. Oh Lord, let me stop saying leave you for you know what. People will leave you. Discard you like it ain't nothing. They will spiritually assault you and everything. They will do that. They will do that. Okay? But there's gonna be a lot of people, I'm telling y'all. Not just me. Y'all gonna see some people that's even deeper than years, decades. No light. It looked like it's no light at the end of the tunnel. They still been, well, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pressing. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing that. And you're gonna start seeing. You're gonna start seeing. You're gonna start seeing. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. So on that note, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a happy new year. Keep going. Don't let nobody stop you. You will reap a harvest if you faint not. Don't worry about what's going on. Don't worry about the person next to you. Keep going your route. Okay, you could be a tortoise, because right now I have been in tortellini tortoise season. Okay, I've been so slow. But that's all right. Keep going your race. You will finish if you don't stop. If you continue and you faint not. All right. So on that note, I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all Check out my website for my lotions. Yeah, I made it. That's right. My scrubs. And yeah, my scrubs, my sugar cubes. Boom, boom, boom. All homemade. Boom, boom. Boom. For men and women. For men and women. Get it. Oh, here you go. Get it. But anyhow, so yeah, I got some new ones for men. I'm gonna probably put on the website. But yeah, y'all check me out. And yeah, I'm gonna get off here. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Bye.